Hi there, and welcome to She Spice. It seems like the dramatization encompassing Diddy simply continues to increase continuously, doesn't it? From the new claim sensation to the assaults on his homes, it resembles a ceaseless up and down ride of stunning charges and upsetting disclosures. And right when you figure it can't get any more insane, now we have the unbelievable Mike Tyson evidently committing to this wild train. Word on the road is that Tyson has some serious soil on Diddy, and it isn't pretty. We're talking charges of a sum of which are reputed to be dull and out, nauseating, the sort of stuff makes you question exactly why the way that profound this dark hole goes. So assuming you're anticipating following this adventure, you should get a monstrous container of popcorn cuz it's turning out to be one amazing ride. Currently, it's hard not to see that none of Diddy VIP buddies have truly moved forward too. Bad for him, since this entire wreck began with a Cassie claim, right? It's sort of aggravating Diddy. Genuinely, I mean, in the event that your supposed companions aren't hopping in to guard you. What does that say? It resembles, are they keeping quiet cuz they know there's a reality to the charges? Or are they attempting to keep their own hands clean and try not to get hauled into the dramatization? Take Mike Tyson, for example. He's been moving with Diddy since way back before Diddy was even Diddy. You'd think somebody like Tyson would be all over guarding his pal, yet rather there are murmurs regarding him having some serious soil on Diddy. In a new visit on the PBD digital broadcast, Tyson spilled a few teas about his set of experiences with the rap tycoon, got some information about Tyson's viewpoint on Diddy and any communications he had with the rapper before Diddy's ascent to distinction. Tyson guaranteed he's known Diddy for a very long time, even before he turned into the top dog. We realized today, as per Tyson, that they go way back to Tyson's champion days. He even thought back about the times when Diddy used to appear at his get-togethers, dragging around cartons of potentially anything in a way that would sound natural to him. I knew him before he was Diddy, and for quite a while when I originally became champ, I knew him. I remember that he used to have boxes when he's at my get-togethers and stuff. Likewise, when they were tossing parties. Tyson said I knew him for quite a while when I previously became champ. I knew him. I remember him. He used to have containers when he used to host my after gatherings and stuff. I remember when they were throwing parties. Now this is where things begin to get truly fascinating. I mean, Tyson's been there, done that a couple of times, so people are beginning to contemplate whether he's seen some wild stuff going down at those unbelievable Diddy parties. You realize the sort of stuff that is certainly not appropriate for family review, and how about we be genuine? There have been bits of hearsay drifting around for a long time about the sheer madness that happens at a Diddy slam, individuals murmuring regarding a wide range of wild tricks from outrageous way of behaving to some genuinely eyebrow-raising stuff. Even Feline Williams has had his say, cautioning people to avoid Diddy's gatherings, cause they're never only your generally common social affairs. You cuz P. Diddy be needing a body, and you got to let him know. No, you got to let him know. No, I did. Accept. T for Tyson's, by all accounts, not the only fighter who's had a sample of the Diddy party scene. Enter multi-champion fighter Eric Kelly, who ended up on the list of attendees for one of Diddy's scandalous howdowns. Eric's greeting drove him to a pajama party, and we should say he missed the update on the clothing standard picture of Eric appearing in a sharp suit while Diddy's chilling in his PJs. Eric said, I showed up in my suit and sat on a white ostrich cowhide love seat, hanging tight for Diddy. Then he left in his nightgown, and we watched a Celtics intensity game together. At the time, individuals were asking why developed men were tossing pajama parties for one another. Well, with the new claim twirling around, things are beginning to check out. Panther writes spilled that Diddy frequently tosses parties welcoming young fellows in the business who are exposed to and in return for commitments of cash and popularity. Panther particular occurrence where a female attorney staggered on a youthful craftsman performing unequivocal follow up on Diddy in his office. When she strolled in, the entryway wasn't locked, so she didn't mull over strolling in, and when she strolled in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Pete. In her meeting, Panther asserted that these gatherings additionally saw the cooperation of other male individuals from the Hollywood world class taking part in different sex exercises. Diddy himself has transparently conceded to acquainting specialists like attendant with the grown-up way of life when they were still minors. And who can forget when Diddy welcomed Fabulous to one of these gatherings? Fabulous later uncovered that the all-male social occasion was so accused of suggestive energy that he needed to concoct a rationalization about going to the washroom just to evade seeing Panthery's disclosures about Diddy unfurl continuously have fans estimating that there may be truth to the vast majority of the allegations against Diddy. An upsetting story adds one more layer to the discussion encompassing him, and right when you figure this show couldn't get any juicier, there's discussion of a new sound release that alleged L uncovered what truly happens behind Diddy's shed entryways, and think about who's purportedly elaborate. In all honesty, Diddy and Tame planned, so in Lil Bar's claim, he uncovered Mild, Plant, and Usher as one individual that frequently arrived at these oddity offs. Rodney didn't expressly specify compliant Plant and Usher's names in the claim, as he did with every other person, yet he gave a few depictions that had unmistakable subtleties that essentially made everyone know who he was discussing, like how he depicted easygoing as a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj and portrayed Usher as a R&B vocalist who performed at the Super Bowl and had a fruitful Vegas residency. Mr. Combs informed Mr. Jones that he had engaged in intercourse with rapper 5, that is, redacted look 5. He's a rapper who dated Minaj, and afterward, the following individual R&B artist, 6 redacted look, performed at the Super Bowl and had an effective Vegas residency. Currently, I'm certain all of you know that Resigned is most certainly a rapper who dated Nicki from 2015 to 2017. The attendee additionally had an exceptionally fruitful Vegas residency, which supposedly netted more than $100 million. And he did, truth be told, perform at the Super 2 or 3 weeks prior. In any case, returning to Rodney's claim, he guaranteed that he saw Usher and Diddy connecting a few times and making out with the young ladies that youthful Miami and Justin would bring for him. Rodney reviewed the time when they were celebrating on Diddy's yacht, and he saw both Submissive and Usher meddling with a few young ladies. Now, when this news hit, Resigned went into overdrive via virtual entertainment, shooting tweets left and right in an unhinged endeavor to demonstrate his innocence. Yet we should say the web-based local area wasn't precisely purchasing what he was selling. He additionally got into a gigantic Twitter quarrel with DJ Scholastics, who is just covering the news, like envisioning going after someone who's going about his business. One of his tweets expressed, "I'm from Philadelphia. I don't do coke or a freaky ass. Molly, no one won't considerably offer me coke since I'm that weighty. No man or anything else might at any point move toward me, and the entire spot doesn't get flipped awakened seeing this on each blog, like they realize I'm coming." Haha, things a tad with people understanding that Mild appeared to be on the edge of a fit of anxiety, and no one needed to drive him further. That is, until Diddy's ex-guardian dropped a stunner, a brief snippet purportedly highlighting Tame and Diddy. The shockwaves were discernible. I mean, the voices on that recording are pretty darn near Submissive and Diddy, and the substance, we should say, it wasn't simple listening. Mild shouts, allegedly in serious misery, sent shudders down the spines of any individual who heard them. This sound is extremely upsetting and extremely delicate. Now the ex-protector being referred to as the one who recorded and released the sound has made a whole video describing how it came out. He said it occurred during one of Diddy's oddity offs, and he chose to incline, by the way, to record what he was hearing because he was stunned to see quiet permitting Diddy to pound him like this. He said Diddy deliberately spiked everyone's beverages at that party so they would be excessively tipsy and excessively high to try and know what's happening, yet he didn't drink, and that is the reason he was adequately clear-headed to observe what he and Docile were doing, like all the champagne was spiked, everyone was passing the out, and I don't drink. Diddy had that man in the room. Yes, I put my ear to the entryway and I brought the telephone because Diddy began going in overdrive. I don't know what was happening yet. I just heard balls against cheeks. I mean, do all of you remember that video where Mild was chilling in what's happening yet? I just heard balls against cheeks. I mean, do all of you remember that video where Mild was chilling in the pool, looking a bit awkward, while Diddy floated close by considering him daddy and discussing the Resigned investing effort? Definitely that one. It's difficult to fail to remember a few people are associating the dab with recommending it could have been shot just after whatever went down between Tame and Diddy in that room. Man, you're doing it, man. You merit it. Daddy, you are investing that effort. Tame was found following a page on Twitter that solely posts recordings of individuals of color harassing each other. Perhaps he was attempting to become familiar with a few new situations for Diddy. Who knows? Yet when individuals got him, he quickly unfollowed the page, and in the event that is, subscribe She Spice for more videos.